Hi there, this is Jay here from Jeremy Jacob Letting Specialist, and today I am on Overton Square. This is a road which touches upon Knightsbridge. We are in an SW3 postcode, but we are really the last street destination before we cross over into SW1X, which is the Knightsbridge territory location. Something that I wanted to mention about Knightsbridge and renting in Knightsbridge. You think of Knightsbridge, you think of Harrods, then you think of prime central London. You think of some of the most expensive rents in the United Kingdom, right? Well, it's not so easy and clear in that regard. I've been renting in Kensington and Chelsea and Knightsbridge and Belgravia for many years, but when you get over to Knightsbridge, it attracts a lot of tourism. It attracts more transient nature of tenants, and you have to be careful. So we're in Overton Square today, and I will be doing a viewing shortly, but I just wanted to showcase what Knightsbridge starts to look like. I mean, if we have a look over here and see these glorious buildings here, it's lovely. Knightsbridge is lovely, right? You have to be careful. There's a little bit more of a darker side to Knightsbridge. I should be saying this, Knightsbridge is amazing. It's heralded as one of the most desirable places to live in the United Kingdom, of course. But when you're doing tenant prospecting, when you're doing viewings and you're showing properties, you have to be a bit of a letting agent experience really needs to come into play, because it does attract all sorts of weird and wonderful types of people. Lots of people want to live in Knightsbridge after all. I'm willing to reveal one of the obvious challenges that Knightsbridge poses because of the tourism, right? And that would be illegal Airbnb-ing in this area. Yes, so you have all these wonderful properties, and tenants may possibly take it upon themselves to Airbnb their rental, which isn't cool. Well, it can be cool. Two ways to do it, obviously, with the correct way and there's the wrong way. The correct way is to be on the front foot. You call into the agent, and normally it will be a property company that specialises in essentially professional subletting. That is all essentially what Airbnb is in 2023. It's professional subletting. And you get the landlord's permission, essentially. And personally, as a letting agent, I've worked with some really great subletting companies in the past. However, COVID really presented first type of challenges for that type of rental option, and because no one could travel anymore, the tourism industry was absolutely shut down, and that showed its volatility. So emerging from COVID, I've become personally more skeptical towards that type of model. So there are a couple of professional subletting companies I've worked with for really many years. I would continue to work with them, but there are a lot of new emergence into the market, and you have to be really careful because it's a cash flow thing with some of these companies. You've got to be careful, especially if they're new and young. But finally, the route which you don't want to happen as a letting agent is a tenant takes it upon themselves to not tell the landlord, owner or property agent what they're up to, and they go ahead and unfortunately they Airbnb the property out without telling anyone. It's an absolute nightmare. The neighbours, the residents in the building always cotton on. They're normally the first to know and find out and reveal and tell all, and then you as the letting agent and the landlord have to go through this process of evicting or I guess really throwing the book at the tenant quickly and saying, look, you've got to stop doing this, and hopefully they, fingers crossed, they do stop doing it. If they don't, then we have to go through a process of ending the tenancy. We have clear clauses in our tenancy agreements and application forms saying you must not Airbnb or sublet. So yeah, really this is just an informative video today. Knightsbridge is amazing, has all the cool things associated with it, but it does come with its challenges, and as a letting agent you have to be a little bit careful of. Hope this helps.